Hi guys. As you noticed, in general, I'm not a fan of big, heavy frameworks, but there is one framework which I think that every IT person needs to know about. It's called ITIL, ITIL. It's a IT infrastructure library. So this library or framework, it's actually a whole framework, was invented in the UK, and it's actually owned by the Crown. It's owned by Queen Elizabeth, but it's sort of like an open source thing. You can buy the books and you can read them. Basically, what it is, in my eyes, in contrast to how it's being presented elsewhere, it is the IT philosophy foundation. That's what it is. It's every serious subject matter in our society has some kind of a philosophical background, foundation. ITIL is the philosophical foundation of IT. That's how I see it. Okay. Now you'll be surprised how many IT people never heard of it, and that's a big surprise. So, and I'm not surprised looking at how cloud services evolved, because it is sort of contradicting the concept of the cloud services, because the ITIL is sort of giving taking providing you like a set of tools, philosophical tools, how to have ownership over your IT infrastructure, complete ownership. So it's something which is very dramatic in IT, because startups, especially startups, you want to have intellectual property as big as possible, okay? And if you don't own the infrastructure of your startup, you basically have very low IP. So unfortunately, the way a lot of startups are architecting their IT is putting them in a place in which, when someone like me is looking at the architecture, I look at them saying, wow, that startup doesn't have a $20 million value, because the IP of that technology is almost zero. It has so many constraints that it's basically close to zero. So back to ITIL, I strongly recommend to look at ITIL. I strongly recommend that every IT person, either if you're a technical guy or manager or a non-technical founder, will have a look at ITIL, and maybe even take an ITIL course. It's very difficult courses. It's quite difficult courses it will spin your head. Okay, it's quite hard to finish them, but you don't need to go to a course. You can read the book, or you can see videos of them online. Strongly recommend. Be careful, because you approach me and I will ask you, hey, what do you think about ITIL? And you tell me, ITIL what? I'm most likely not going to like you. So see you later.